Okay, so that's us back, and that's all the little cakes are finished. The chocolate's not quite set on them, but I'm sure that we can manage with this.
Fine.
So
thank you. Yeah, lovely.
And as you can see, Mr. M has joined us. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. And so now we have to taste our chocolate orange cakes.
Oh, this is the best bit.
I know. The chocolate's a bit gooey on the top, but yours will taste exactly the same, except for it being a larger cake.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Here goes.
I just like your fingers. Can't help it.
Here goes.
I'm going in. Well, that's gorgeous.
And it's definitely
so orangey as well.
Yes, yeah. It was somebody a long time ago that I heard, and he'd said, "But if you're going to make something," I think it was one of the top chefs, and he said, "If you're going to make something, call it something. It's got to taste like that. So if it's orange cake, it's got to taste like orange." Yeah. So.
And the wee bits of nuts throughout it are lovely. Yeah.
Go on then, Mr. M. Give us your verdict. You've got that face on you that says, "I've got something to say."
No, I think no. I'm too much of a gentleman.
And Florence, I don't know if you can see Florence. She's sitting there waiting, hoping for a bit, but she's not going to be getting any. I know. So that was one of the recipes out of my book, The Magical Tea Room on the Hill. And in the tea room, that was called Laura's Chocolate Orange Cake, because that was a young girl called Laura that came in, and she was celiac, so she loved that because that was okay for her. So if you're watching, Laura, hi. I haven't spoken to her for a long time. So how have you found that then, making the cake? And
it's been so great. It's been a lovely morning making the cake and tasting it ultimately. So definitely one I'll try. I'll try it again, definitely.
Yeah. So we were talking about your book, because the idea of this is that we talk about each of our books. Mysteries.
Yep.
I wondered if you'd like to read us a little bit out.
A wee bit. Yep. Okay. So the three characters, Ems, Rich and Bex, have gone to South Africa on their adventure. So they basically go to different places and they need to find the pieces of the puzzle to get back home again. So they've now just entered Addo Elephant National Park, and they're looking for the next piece of the puzzle. So it's chapter 13. At this point, the children entered an area of trees and shrubs. The portal should just be on the other side of this area, said Rich, inspecting the map quickly. It's on the corner where two of the roads meet just before you come to the rest camp. It was quite a dense area, so they had to push back some of the branches to get past. Suddenly, there was a loud noise. The children all looked around, struggling to see anything through the thick wall of shrubs and bushes. Then came another sound. The children couldn't quite place what it was. And then, out of nowhere, an enormous elephant came running at them. They all screamed with fright and flung themselves on the ground out of its path. You could hear more branches snapping and feet thundering. "Move!" shouted Rich. The children all got up and started to run, looking for somewhere to find cover. A couple of smaller elephants overtook them. The children ran as fast as they could, getting scratched by the branches and thorns and using their hands to shield their eyes and to move anything getting in the way. Ems moved over to the right a bit as she'd spotted a tree. She stood directly behind the trunk, praying that it was sturdy enough that the herd would just pass by, rather than try to run at it. The elephants ran past her at speed, but they moved to avoid the tree, and none tried to push the tree down. She glanced around to see where Bex and Rich had gone. And we'll leave it there, and we can find out what happens to Bex and Rich with the elephants.
Yeah, and I know what happens.
You know what happens.
So lots of adventures in there. Yeah. So What age group is that for?
Probably between ages 7 to 11, probably core age of about 8 to 10, but obviously for maybe parents who might want to read it, maybe it is a chapter book, so parents could read it
Yeah.
a bit younger. So.
Yeah. And what versions of the book can they get?
So it's available as the paperback and also as an ebook as well.
An ebook.
Yeah. It's available from myself and also on Amazon as well.
Okay. So what's your website?
It's e-wallace.com.
Okay. And I'll put a link up on that. So they can buy it from you or they can buy it from Amazon
as well.
Yeah. But it's better if they buy it from you
Better, yeah.
because they can have it signed then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Signed
by the
copy
author.
and a wee
Yes.
message.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for coming along today, Elaine, and it's been good fun because I've seen the book from just being your draft words. So it's been great to sort of see it coming together and see the cover develop as well because it took a little while to get the cover exactly how we wanted it. And I'm looking forward to the next one. So I'm hoping that the next one's going to be Scotland.
You're hoping that.
Yeah.
Maybe I would need to wait and see. But thank you so much for having me. I've had a great morning baking and having a chat. It's been lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely to be here.
Yes.
So thank you.
And I'm looking for somebody who might like to do sticky toffee pudding or Yorkshire parking because it's coming up to that time of year, even though it should still feel like summer. But Yorkshire parking is something that I do for bonfire night, and sticky toffee pudding is kind of like a wintry pudding. So anybody that's got a connection with writing and can come and spend the best part of a day in Kirkintilloch, get in touch from there. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye.